Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Kennesaw State Owls Dynasty here on College Football 25. Last time out, our Owls suffered a tough loss in our Conference USA opener 41-27 at the hands of Jacksonville State. Although it was very encouraging as our offense finally got going. We enter this one at Middle Tennessee State here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee, here at Floyd Stadium, as our Kennesaw State Owls open the year at 1-4. But like I said, our offense made major strides last week. Our passing game finally got going a little bit. Our running game was consistent as Gabriel Benyard, 3 touchdowns, stole the show, 2 via the ground, 1 through the air, as we still are seeking our first win in Conference USA action. We're here at the opening kickoff as we are now underway from Murfreesboro, Tennessee. The Blue Raiders take over at the 25, and hopefully our defense can show a little more stability this week. We could not buy a stop last week. Almost undercut that with Jam Warren. Good stop as that pass there in the flat, just 2 yards. And hopefully a play like that can set the tone for this defense. Gave up 41 points last week, and it has not been good really at all throughout the course of the season. Excuse the alarm there on the phone as we were lurking there with Jam Warren and almost intercepted the pass. A bad drop that time, as now it's going to be 3rd and 8, and that's an opportunity we really needed to cash in on. And again, apologies there for the phone ringing. Usually have it set to silent, but an oversight that time. Now a screen here on 3rd and 8, and Hobson gets through a block to get the stop. And this defense going to start with a 3 and out, much needed. I don't think we forced a punt all of last week. And now here on the road, we do that first time out. Tykeem Wallace on for the return. Couldn't really get a block there, and nothing doing as the Kennesaw State Owls will take over at the 22. Impact players there. We see Tyrell Raby, a junior corner for Middle Tennessee State, maybe one of the best in the conference. Davis Bryson, a clean game last week, although he did throw that late interception, but over 220 yards, his best performance so far on the season. Start with some RPO action, and that one just a dead ball as Christian Moss could not run that or haul that one in. Now 2nd and 10. Benyard, the lone back. Of course, we switch. We put Benyard in the backfield in the slot, and when Benyard's in the slot, we have Michael Benefield back there. Our first carry here to Benyard. That goes for a 2-yard loss. So we may be at risk of starting with a 3 and out of our own unless we can convert here on 3rd and 12. Although I don't think our 3rd down offense has been too successful so far. I think we'll just go screen just like they did. 3rd and 12 here. Benyard can get another touch, hopefully, as we do set it up. That linebacker shot through pretty well. Break the tackle, and Benyard just gets up the sideline there. A very good angle there by the linebacker. Shot through, but Benyard able to get the edge that time for the first down. Move the chains now. A counter here to Benefield. He has a good burst there to the outside. Trucks a man and works ahead for 9. Back-to-back very nice gains for this Kennesaw State offense. Benyard, then Benefield. And now Benyard back in the backfield as we go play action. We'll take a shot this time. Moss downfield. He had it in his hands, and I want to say that's probably Tyrell Raby there in coverage, making a very good play on the ball. That's 2 of the best players on the field. Moss, our top receiver, has really struggled to get going so far this season. That would have done a lot for the psyche. Now 3rd and 1 at the 42. Daniels gets set there in the back. Does a lead blocker, and Benyard had a nice lane to run through. Kind of got hobbled off a block, although we do get ahead for the first down. I was tempted to run read option, but I have not really had any success with it, so we'll just go halfback dive. And again, nothing doing on the first down run. 2nd and 10 now at the 44. And nothing doing that time. We broke the initial sack there with Bryson. Got caught with our eyes downfield. Didn't really see that rush breaking in. And now 3rd and very, very long. If it wasn't 3rd and long before, it certainly is now. Backed up 3rd and 18. Bryson takes a snap. They blitz a linebacker. Just take a dump off there for Daniels. That's going to get back 8. So 4th down, we do have to punt, although a good first series of downs that time. And we'll certainly take a forced 3 and out on defense. Hewitt on for the punt. That's going to be fielded from the 14. And we do get a good hit stick to the outside, although Middle Tennessee State will take over at the 23. Nicholas Vattiato, the quarterback here, back out there after the 3 and out. 14 touchdown passes, just 3 interceptions so far on the young season. And Peasant, good cut that time, but held up on the edge. I think that was Watkins who got the first stop that time. Now 2nd and 10. Very good start from this defense. 2nd down, that was Frank Peasant, his first touch. And they'll give it right back to him this time. He has a lot of space going to the outside. That's a lot of what we saw last week. Jericho Washington on the stop, but just a lot of big gains surrendered last week via the run. And hopefully we can shore that up as we go along. First down at Middle Tennessee State at the 47. Vattiato gives right back to Peasant. Breaks the tackle, and then that's Danelius Johnson getting home for the stop at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down. Vattiato on the drop back. Going downfield, and again we have an interception in our hands. That's Helllooo on the outside right to him, but he could not haul it in. So it will be 3rd and 10, and that's 2 dropped interceptions for our defense so far. Only 1 interception we've recorded, and that was a linebacker. Hopefully one of our DBs here today can get one. And a good route there to the inside as Middle Tennessee State converts on a big gain. 28 yards there to Javonte Sherman. And we had good coverage that time, but did allow the man there to leak open across the middle. Otherwise, we were kind of on it. First down. And they go to the run, right to Peasant. Open box there for him pretty much. Good blocking up front. Now the Blue Raiders down to the 15. Vattiato making some adjustments at the line. He takes the snap, and he'll give it back to Peasant, working this one outside, and a great tackle that time, coming off a block. I think that was O'Leary down there at the line of scrimmage, making another big run stop. So it's either we're stopping him at the line, or he's getting ahead for 15, 20 yards. We'll do it again here from the 15, now 2nd down. Vattiato gives to the spellback this time. Good block there. Johnson could not get off a block in the 2nd level. And that's going to set up a 1st and goal. 1st and goal at the 2, and that's something we really struggled with. Aside from gap integrity, we really struggled getting off blocks last week. I'm going to go with a pitch here at the goal line. And Peasant tried to dive ahead, but he was stopped there. Not sure who that was on the stop, but cool animation. Although they do get a yard, get a little bit closer. Now 2nd and goal. I'm going to go play action. And he does not haul it in. We had Isaac Paul there diving at the ball. And that goes incomplete. Risky call there, going play action. Now 3rd and goal. Come out in the I formation. Johnson got through, but again could not get off the block. And that's Frank Peasant spinning off a tackle into the end zone as the Blue Raiders score first here at Floyd Stadium. They take the lead in front of the home crowd. Now Kennesaw State looks to answer, now down a touchdown. We'll go screen here for Wallace, and that was Moss who could not hold a block there on the perimeter, although we do get 6 yards. Running on 1st down really hasn't treated us too well, so got to mix it up a little bit. Now 2nd and 6 for Michael Benefield. Trying to do a little bit too much there leading up to the line. We do get 1 yard. And now 3rd and 5 at the 30 as we're 30 seconds remaining now in this 1st quarter. Bryson takes the snap. Going to go for Bohannon. And Bohannon makes the catch there, and he'll get 15. Bohannon has emerged as a very reliable threat there on 3rd down on those 3rd and shorts. As that will run us down. End of the 1st quarter, Middle Tennessee State up 7-0 here in some Conference USA action. 3-3 are the Blue Raiders against a 1-4 Kennesaw State Owls. Holding up not too bad so far on defense. I mean, that 3 and out to start, although we gave up a nice touchdown drive that Middle Tennessee State put together. And now it's all about answering and keeping up the pace. So hopefully here we can lead a nice drive to start the 2nd quarter, even this one up. I think I kind of want to audible to something, to a pass here. And I kind of just want to put someone on a drag. I didn't mean to call the snap that quick, but we will take 8 there to Carson Kent. I saw the play clock kind of winding down there. Maybe got a little ambitious and hiked it too soon. Now Benefield, another give. Again, we're trying to do too much dancing there in the backfield. Just got to hit the lane, especially on 3rd and short. So we'll try it again. And this is the second game in a row we've used the same offensive line combination, trying to get some more continuity up front. Benefield not going to hit the lane, or not going to get the first down. We just got to be a little bit better on these runs like we do on 4th and 1. We'll just hurry back to the line. And again, we do what I'm kind of trying not to do. Dancing there off the exchange, and that's a kind of a huge play. Stops our drive right in its tracks. And I got to be a little more, had a little more focus in that spot. Just kind of went with it. Didn't think about it too much. Peasant now, a big run to the outside. Jam Warren misses the tackle there, going for the hit stick. And Frank Peasant, hopefully not going to do what was done to us last week. Although he has had a couple nice big gains so far to start. And now they're going to go pass here. Vattiato hits his man over the middle. That's Javonte Sherman again, down to the 10-yard line. First down, Blue Raiders. And now they go back to Peasant. And he's held up there in the backfield again. That's Jam Warren having a nice game so far. But it is also an illegal block in the back. With the illegal block in the back, we're actually going to make it 1st and 20 instead of 2nd and 10. We'll see if that pays off. They're going to go play action. We bid on it, and it did not pay off, as they're going to get a touchdown on the very next play, as the Blue Raiders cash in off the turnover on downs, and quite promptly get a touchdown again, this time through the air. As Vattiato, a good pass there to Horstkamp off play action, and hopefully Kennesaw State can answer here before this one gets out of hand. Tough break last time out for the Owls, and like I said, this time definitely need to have a little more focus on this drive. We'll go play action. We have Moss, and he couldn't quite get it. Pressure was breaking in on Bryson. He was hit as he threw. Otherwise, Moss would have probably had a better chance at that one. Now 2nd and 10. Bryson. We'll just go for Benyard there. And he drops that one. Kind of led him too far into the defenders. And that was maybe not the best read that time. Maybe should have even threw that a little bit sooner. Was hoping for something better, but let's just go back to the screen here on the 3rd down. And we do get the blocks. Benefield, good spin there at the sideline. I see he works that to the 43. That's some much needed momentum. When in doubt, go screen is what I'm starting to gather here. Looks like they are setting pressure, so maybe we can just get Kent or Daniels there. Bryson takes the snap. We'll just hit Kent. See if we can get a little bit after the catch. And he cannot. He fumbles. And then it's picked up by the Blue Raiders at the 49. He got hit hard. The ball went ahead like 6 more yards or so. And, of course, we cannot cash in on the opportune spot that time. And the Middle Tennessee State Blue Raiders right back with it as we cough it up to them. And now the Blue Raiders with a big chance here to really pull away early on. Vattiato going to keep off the fake, as he's going to be ripped down there by Adam Watkins after a 5-yard gain. That's our 3rd or 4th fumble lost in just the past 3 weeks or so. And good coverage up the field that time. We had someone get closing in on the pressure. And a misfire there from Vattiato. Jericho Washington, very good coverage downfield. And now a big 3rd and 5. Vattiato back to pass. Going to go on a quick curl there. That's going to go for 4th and inches at the 40. And they are going to go for it. I think we'll just sell out, bring some pressure. And hopefully we can get the stop. 4th and inches at the 40. They're going to throw it. They're going to try to. Vattiato gets free from a sack. And then had a man wide open, but could just not hit him. And what a fluky turnover on downs that time. We had someone there for the sack, but just could not convert. But we do get the ball right back after the fumble. Benyard carving his way to the sideline. Tried to spin away from a couple guys, but does get 15. It's always 1 step forward, 2 steps back for this offense. Now at the 45. Go screen here for Wallace. And he doesn't get much. We'll take 5. 2nd and 5 at the 40 now. They'll send Benyard in motion, but give it to Benefield on a run. And Benefield can get the first down and then some. A 12-yard gain for another first down. 4 receivers out there for Kennesaw State as they go play action. We're going to go for Benyard. Jumps up for it and can't bring it down. It bounced right to a Middle Tennessee State defender, but luckily he did not see it. and was unable to respond for a possible interception that time. Now it'll be 2nd and 10 at the 28. Benyard now in the backfield as he gets the outside give, and he'll be held up after only a couple. 3rd and 8, we'll try levels as Bryson takes the snap. There's Connor Finer. Haven't heard him too much this season, and that's not going to quite get it. We'll audible back like we did last time. And I think Benefield can manage here in 4th and 1. Good pancake there. Really establishing dominance up front now. And we'll take 6. Kind of at a crossroads here. It's, do you score, or do you chew the clock and give them as little time as possible, or do you score quickly and try to get another chance? But I don't really trust our defense enough. Go with the 1st down, halfback dive. Stopped at the line. I don't think you could really think field goals at this point, especially with the way our defense has been playing. I don't know if I really like this play. We're going to call a timeout. I want to be a little bit better at not being so stingy with timeouts, especially when my gut is telling me to call one. So we call a different play and nothing doing. Now 3rd and 10 at the 13. And like I said, can't really think field goal here, but at the same time, you kind of got to get on the board. Now Bryson over the middle there for his tight end, Kent. And we do pick up 7. That makes it a little more interesting. We'll just hurry the offense back. Oh, and we got a false start. So that kind of answered the question. I was thinking about it, but a false start there from the left tackle. And that'll force us into a field goal attempt. It's going to be 29 yards. Our first attempt at points on the day. Kick is up. That one's good. So Kennesaw State does get on the board. Only 3 points to show for what was a decent first half offensively. Our defense, I mean, you can't be mad at them. They kind of did their job better than expected. Although Middle Tennessee State still plenty of time to get another one. See if they feel this out of their own end zone. This Lacey, as he does take it, surprisingly. And that's Isaac Paul, a very good stop. As Middle Tennessee State, bad field position at the 14. 2:13 remaining in the half. 14-3 Blue Raiders. Go over the middle there. Good catch and run. Still going. Finally pulled down there by Johnson at the 38. So a 24-yard gain just like that. As we'll hit the 2-minute warning here in Murfreesboro, Tennessee. Now 2 minutes remaining. Blue Raiders at the 38. A lot of time to throw. Vattiato, nothing open. Gonna just throw that one away. Now 2nd down. Another drop back for Vattiato. And again, almost picked off. J.M. Warren having a great game. Could not reel that one in. And I think we're just not meant to force interceptions in this series, or at least in year 1. Now a big 3rd down. Vattiato on the drop back. Up the sideline, and great play there by Jericho Washington, leaping up and getting a hand on it to force the 3 and out. And that still leaves 149 here for Kennesaw State. Chance to draw it closer. Wallace back on the return. Maybe we should have just fair caught that one. We'll take over from the 14. Same spot they took over from. Also, correction on that. It was not a 3 and out from Middle Tennessee State. I forgot about that big pass play they had to start. Now 142 remaining for the Owls. 2 timeouts. Goes slant over the middle. Thought that might have been intercepted. As Tykeem Wallace able to haul that in. Good catch there in congestion. As now we'll hurry back as we hit the minute 30 mark. Just give this to Benyard. Found a lane up the sideline. And he breaks ahead to the 40. A good run there. Go mesh dig here as we start at the 40. Pressure is breaking down quickly. Bohannon, another grab, a catch and run. As he'll take that for 15. Bryson now 12 out of 18 for 113 passing yards. I think we'll just go to a run here with an empty box. Let's give it to Benefield. And he fumbles and he turns it over. My goodness. Benefield has lost, I think, now 3 fumbles on the season. And I think I have to relook these, take another look at these sliders. I mean, between all our dropped interceptions and now 2 fumbles lost, you know, that's a lot of points we're leaving on the board. Huge momentum swing, huge turnover differential swing. And that's an adjustment I think I have to make for the next game. Again, I'm playing with J-Rod Heisman sliders. And I haven't checked to see if he's updated them recently. I'm kind of just sticking with what he's had from the get-go. And Middle Tennessee State back with it. They'll take a timeout after a quick pitch and catch there. 1:01 remaining as they take over at the 49-yard line. Tough break here for Kennesaw State. Turnover on downs. 2 fumbles lost. We just cannot catch a break. And Johnson, he's getting his paws on that one. Knocks that one down. Now 3rd and 1. This would be a good time for another stop, but I feel like they'd be compelled to go for it on 4th and 1. Battiato going to try and run for it. He's sacked. I think that was Donovan Westmoreland, or maybe it was Adam Watkins. That was Adam Watkins. He already has a tackle for loss in this game. Huge play that time. Our defense really coming up with some big stops. Only 14 points surrendered here in the first half. I'll certainly take that. And now Kennesaw State just going to fair catch that one with Wallace. We got to drive pretty much the entirety of the field if we want to find points here. Starting now at our own 9 with 48 seconds remaining. Bryson takes the snap. Gonna just try and run for it this time. A lot of green grass. Good block there. Held up by Benyard. As we do get ahead to the 36. So that gives us some much needed breathing room. Almost 30 yards down the field. As we still have just 1 timeout remaining. Bryson making some protection adjustments as he takes the snap. And we'll just be able to get that off in time as we're hit. Try to do a little bit too much maybe that time. And I have just been sticking with coach suggestions. Using the pistol playbook. Kind of stale to be honest. And now 2nd down, 29 seconds left. We need just 1 big chunk here. Try and get Bohannon. He had to come back to the ball though, so that is going to keep the clock going. As we hit the 20-second mark, just 1 timeout remaining. Bryson gets back to the line. Going to be holding. Couldn't get that off for Benefield, but that is going to come back. That was Dodge Soser, his 2nd penalty of the game. Now just 13 seconds remain. Bryson takes the snap. Maybe had RB there, just checked it down. As Middle Tennessee State is actually going to call a timeout. Was that 3rd down? Wow, it's actually 4th down. So the slowest end here to a half. I didn't realize it was 3rd down that time. As hopefully this kick can just kill the rest. That'll be fielded at the 18. Last play here. As Amari Kelly on the return gets stopped at the 30. So it's going to be 14-3 Middle Tennessee State. 2 bad turnovers for Kennesaw State. We coughed it up twice. A bunch of dropped interceptions by the defense. There's Frank Peasant averaging 7.8 with a touchdown. As I said earlier, he's pretty much getting nothing or he's getting like 10 or 15. So hopefully we can be a little more consistent against the run, but not a bad effort thus far. Middle Tennessee State brings that air raid system, so they are throwing a little bit more than they're going to run as you would expect. And like I said, a bunch of dropped interceptions, which really could have swung this game. That turnover on downs definitely hurt. But sacked there by our defense late in the half. Hopefully we can get a couple more of those to aid our run defense. And just hopefully we can put together a complete half here. I feel like we just have failed to put together a complete half of football in any game this series. But hopefully here we can finish strong and maybe come away with our first Conference USA win as Benyard just gets there to the 19. About 2/3 more time of possession than Middle Tennessee State, but they still have a 2-possession lead. We'll start this time with a stretch. Benyard trying to cut it back inside. And is that Dodge Soser again with a flag? It might be time to rethink our left tackle situation. We'll take it now 1st and 20 at the 10. Go play action. Try and squeeze that in for Moss, and it's intercepted. I think only the 4th interception we've thrown on the season, but not how we wanted to start the second half. As I just said, we need to put together a complete half of football, and that's certainly not the case with errant mistakes like that. Thought we could maybe squeeze it in there, but a tremendous interception there by Devin Curtis. Really the first or second, maybe 3rd interceptable ball that Bryson has thrown, and of course they're able to cash in on it, unlike we are at the other end. So Middle Tennessee State just 18 seconds into the half in a prime spot here, gifted a drive starting at the 27-yard line. Just a quick dump off there And a good stop there by Hobson, only 3 yards. Man, a tough game, but we're getting there. We are certainly getting there. I know 14-3, we haven't really scored, but I like what we're doing. I like how we're progressing here in this series, and hopefully we could put together more consistent efforts there. Hollum, good reaction there off the catch, beat very far off the ball there by Amari Kelly, the top wide receiver on this team. But like I was saying, we are getting better. I feel a lot more comfortable than I did in game 2, game 3. So we're getting there. We got one win at least. I'll take another win or 2 on this season. We're a good run stop that time, although a good broken tackle by Peasant. Second man does get home there, Nick Sawyer. And now 2nd and goal at the 9-yard line. Defensively, good improvements in this game. We'll see if it holds up. A second half has actually proven to be killer for us, so hopefully our defense can be more consistent in the second half in this game. Frank Peasant breaking some ankles all the way down to the 1-yard line, just barely kept out of the end zone that time. And now the Blue Raiders an opportune spot here for finding pay dirt for the 3rd time today. Looks like they are going to go to the backup running back. Leaps over a fallen defender into the end zone. And Middle Tennessee State now up 21-3. And this one is getting out of hand. 1st and 15 after a delay of game penalty. And we'll just give that to Carson Kent. A little RPO action. Carson Kent using his blocker gets to the outside for 13. Now 2nd and 2. Fake the jet sweep. Here go with Benefield. And really nothing doing that time. When in doubt, go screen. But here against the light box, we'll just I like the matchups. We'll go with an inside run here for Benefield. And he is stopped. We're just going to go right back to it. We're going to go right back to it. And it's going to work, isn't it? As it does. We get a big lane this time and get 10 yards. Now 1st down at the 37. Go play action. There's Benyard, and he can't hang on. He had it in his hands. And our deep shots have never really worked out. There's always a defender usually reacting and then forcing the ball free. So now 2nd down. Bryson takes the snap. Good pancake there at right tackle. We had some guys open, but we'll just take the safe play this time. Bryson going to slide ahead. He gets 18 on the scramble. Definitely just going to take those when the defense gives us a lot of room to scramble. Definitely just going to go conservative in those opportunities, even if we have maybe a man downfield. Benefield, a good run that time for 9. And see the offense clicking, and then just there's always something that gets in the way. 2nd and 1 out to 36. Go triple option. Bryson going to keep this time. Soser couldn't pick up that block. Otherwise, Bryson might have been able to spring free for a touchdown, but we'll take the big gain nonetheless. Now 1st down at the 24. Go back for Kent. Wide open on the tight end attack. And Carson Kent gets open down to the 4 for 20. 5 catches for the tight end today for 51 yards so far. Now 1st and goal at the 4. Here's Benyard. Going to try and cut through a lane. And he gets half the yardage needed. 2nd and goal now at the 2. Benefield checks in. And he's stopped in his tracks. That'll lose yardage. And now 3rd and goal at the 4. I'm going to go halfback angle here. Hopefully Kent can get open if Benyard takes a little too long to develop. Kent wide open! And a little too long there on the throw, but Kent hauls it in for his 6th catch. His first touchdown of the season for the sophomore tight end. And he's someone we hope can stick around here for a little bit longer. Finally, a complete drive put together by the Owls. And Kent has been instrumental here so far. And like I said, we lobbed that a little too much for Kent. Kind of led it almost towards the defender. Should have had him, a few steps sooner, but we'll take it. As now on for the extra point. This to make it an 11-point game. As it's now 21-10, a 12-play, 87-yard drive. Very good showing there from the Owls offense. Lacey now on for the return. He'll take it out again. And Benefield there contributing on special teams. A big hit. Stopping Lacey at the 15. See if the Blue Raiders can extend their lead or if this Kennesaw State defense can get another timely stop. They're going to go with Peasant. Breaks a tackle and then ripped down there by Westmoreland for 3 yards. Bautiato on the drop back. Has a man on the slant, and Hollum again gets hands on it but cannot rip that one in for an interception. That would have been huge. as it's now 3rd and 7 at the 18. A 3 and out here would be phenomenal. Vatiato takes the snap. A lot of time being chased there by Westmoreland. He's brought down for the sack. Westmoreland tracks him down for a 12-yard loss. The South Carolina transfer, we've been waiting for him to kind of get going here. He had an impact play early on, and now a big-time sack that time. I think that forces Middle Tennessee State all the way back to maybe the 6-yard line. A spin into a pull. Good combo that time, and rips Vatiato down. Vatiato had a couple guys open on the right side of the field, but it would have been short of the line to gain. We should have brought pump block here, but instead, it's going to be a 3 and out for Middle Tennessee State. As Wallace back for the return, going to field it at the 48 as he breaks already into Middle Tennessee State territory down to the 37. We really needed that one. Kind of audible here to inside zone split as we take over pretty deep in Middle Tennessee State territory. Nothing doing there on the run. Try Z spot this time. Bryson takes the snap. And we're sacked. Get a taste of our own medicine that time. Kind of panicked in the pocket there. The slant wasn't open, and then we really couldn't go to any other read that time. Now 3rd and 16. When in doubt, go screen. Get that for Benyard. Good block picked up there by the right guard. Good spin, and that gets 9 down to the 34. So they are telling us to go for a field goal, but I think that will just run this into the 4th quarter. And think about it a little bit. I mean, I really would like to get a touchdown in this spot, of course, but at least a field goal does make it a one-possession game, although it is a 51-yard field goal attempt, so I don't know how much I trust the kicker in this spot. After 3, 21-10, a fun game it's turned out to be. Here we see the top 25, Texas, Oregon, Utah, all 6-0, making up the top 3. Alabama there at number 4. And they still are telling us to go for a field goal. I mean, if I had more experience going for a fake, maybe I would try one of those plays, but I don't think our kicker is the best. And we're kicking with 7-mile-per-hour winds. I think we'll just take a chance. We'll kick the field goal here. 51-yard attempt here to make it. Oh, that's going to be wide left. I think it was long enough, but wide left, as it does not pay off for us. I kind of had a good feeling about it, but on the meter there, not even close. Almost had the roughing the kicker. I mean, he pushed him down there at the end if he saw it, but really not even close. And we got to get a little bit better in those situations. So a lot of shortfalls here, as to be expected. You know, only game 5, game 6. It's going to be a long, long journey in this dynasty. You know, we're going at least 5 seasons, I would think. I do want to pick up the pace in videos, but this is not something I'm just going to do one and done on. So it's a long game here. We're obviously instant gratification is amazing, but it's even more better when you got to put the work in. As another misfire there from Vatiato. We had a man in coverage. And it'll now be 3rd and 1. So a little discombobulated I feel like I was in this game, but hopefully you enjoyed the episode. Obviously still not over, although a good play there to Holden Willis, one of the top tight ends in the conference. Washington there on the stop. Just the first catch of the day for Willis, but hey, hopefully you're enjoying the videos. I know it might not be the most exciting, opening in this opening season for Kennesaw State here in the FBS, but like I said, a long game, wide open man up the sideline, but hopefully we're the beneficiary of a holding call, and I think that is going to be the case, as actually it's illegal contact on Danielius Johnson, so that is going to stand. I did not see that coming. I thought for sure that one was going back, and we let up the big play, as we typically do late in games, and this one, a few moments ago, had a lot of promise, but now back down 18. So just 9:41 remaining, and it's back to a 3-possession game. Bryson takes the snap. Try to get that for Kent, but pressure off the left side there. Instant. Could not get rid of that one. Like I said, maybe got to relook at our left tackle going into next game. But I did say I want more continuity on the offensive line, but one of them seems to be the weak link right now. And now Benefield, the carry, stopped instantly off the exchange despite a light box. That's going to bring up a quick 3rd and 10. There's Benyard, finds an open spot. And how did he drop that? It's like he pitched it back in midair. I gotta go back and watch that one. Like, that should have been an easy catch. He was wide open. I guess he was bobbling it. He tried to pitch it. I don't think I was hitting left bumper to pitch it. I don't know why it would do that, but you live and you learn, I guess. So now 4th and 10. Failure here obviously would give it right back to Middle Tennessee State in a prime spot. And we're hit as we threw. Could not even get it off. As now Middle Tennessee State a prime spot to extend this lead. And this is kind of what I said in towards the end of some episodes. Like, the score, you know, if they score here, it obviously doesn't dictate how close the game actually was. 9 yards there to Peasant. We do have to restore some sense of dignity here. Hopefully we can, only one touchdown drive. That seems so hard to believe at how well we were moving the ball earlier. Now Peasant, another carry, gets ahead for 1. But we do keep it organic on this channel. As tempted as I am to just quit, start fresh, I feel like given another opportunity, I could do a little bit better. As I thought he was going to come from out of bounds and catch that. But like I said, as tempted as I am to just start this game over, I feel like I could do a lot better, you know, in a second go around. But this is the result we got, so we're sticking with it. Vatiato now at 200 passing yards even on the day. We'll give it to Peasant, and he finds Paydirt again as Middle Tennessee State now jumps ahead 35-10. We'll just give Benyard a shot here to make a play. Really nothing to lose. And again, work back to the 19-yard line. Now in at quarterback is Braden Bohannon. Just give him another chance here. Not that Bryson played bad, but just want to give some other guys some playing time here. 7:02 remaining. Bohannon going to roll to the right. Nothing open. And we'll just throw that one out. Braden Bohannon took a big hit that time. Gets right back up, though. Don't know why we're throwing that to Wallace, as that just goes incomplete. Third and 10 now. Another quick third down faced. Time to throw in the pocket this time. We get Moss for a first down. And I think it's going to be a late hit on the quarterback. Tack on 15. That's Christian Moss's first catch of the day. Our top receiver. Bohannon another drop back here. As we have Dobson. I think that may be his first career catch. He gets ahead for 16. That's the freshman wide receiver. Looks like Bohannon kind of getting into a groove here. I mean, just 2 completions, but we'll take it. Bohannon takes the snap. That time hit as he threw. No time to get set. And we have DJ Scott at running back, a freshman running back, more of a power back mold. He'll get the call here. And a good run that time, gets 6. 3rd and 4 now. We'll just go right back to him. And again, kind of what we were doing before, just trying to do a little too much dancing leading up to the line. And we just got to be a little more assertive on those exchanges. Now it'll be 4th and 4 at the 33. Maybe Moss leaks free there. Take the snap. Try to go for Benyard. And he makes the grab coming back to the ball. Very nice catch there, you know, attacking the ball in the air. As that'll pick up the first now at the 27. DJ Scott off the counter, breaks a tackle. And a great run there from DJ Scott, gets 8. 2nd and 2 now inside the red zone. Right back to Scott. He gets the first down. Now at the 16. We'll go to Benefield here. He works back into the game, gets 6 or 7. 2nd and 3 now at the 10. Bohannon. Gonna step up. Can't get away from the sack. Thought we had some room to run, but Bohannon not as athletic as Davis Bryson. It looks like Bohannon kind of holding his chest area there after the hit. But he does come back out here. 4th sack of the day for Middle Tennessee State. Bohannon takes the snap. Again, kind of sat in the pocket too long, but we do get it away this time. We escape. Get the first down, so it'll be 1st and goal at the 5 as we hit the 2-minute warning, which I'm still not accustomed to here in college football. I think we'll just give it to the power back, give DJ Scott a chance to find Paydirt for the first time in his college career. Good blocking. DJ Scott does find the end zone. Like I said, the first touchdown of his career for the freshman. Hopefully he can emerge as maybe one of the better running backs here in program history over the next 3 or 4 seasons. And hopefully he's one that sticks around. So paying the extra point, going to be 35-17. And we're still being more than doubled on the scoreboard here by the Blue Raiders. So an encouraging drive there. Just kind of wanted to end the game on a high note. But that all depends on if Middle Tennessee State finds the end zone again. They'll take over at the 25, just 1:57 remaining. I would expect a heavy dose of run here, but we'll see. And also, I forgot to mention, in attendance today is defensive tackle, a 3-star prospect, Rudy Teray, who's actually only considering Kennesaw State and Middle Tennessee State at this point. Good stop there, only 2 yards on the run. We'll take a timeout, why not? If we can get the ball back, we certainly will take it. And Rudy Teray, actually a gem 3-star D tackle prospect. Hopefully the result in this game doesn't sway him too much towards Middle Tennessee State. Peasant, another carry, breaks another tackle, and then brought down after getting the first down. So with that, we'll just let him run it down. And next episode, we'll have a midseason report, so we'll do a little more in-depth, looking at the recruiting board. And we'll look around the nation as well, see if Texas holds up here. That's got to be a hold on Hobson. And they don't call it. So Peasant, another 9. Really padding the stats here as we go along. Now at 114. And hopefully this is the last play they call. 2nd and 1, 30 seconds remaining in the game. Like I said, we'll go a little more in-depth into the recruiting board. Look around the nation. As it just pushing him ahead for extra. He gets 10 that time. Should have been stopped after only a couple. As Middle Tennessee State does come out in the victory formation. And Kennesaw State will fall to 1-4, now 0-2 in Conference USA action. And like I said, a midseason report episode next time. But our next game will be against Liberty. And if I recall correctly, the reigning Conference USA champs. So it does not get any easier as Kennesaw State, like I said, falls to 1-5. And like I said earlier, not to repeat a bunch, but hopefully you're enjoying these episodes. And we'll get better as we go along. But this is where I'm going to leave you, folks. Frank Peasant, the player of the game, well-deserved. As Middle Tennessee State, their offense kind of tore us up, but we beat ourselves more than they beat us, I'll say, with the fumbles, turnover on downs, interception, and we just could not record a turnover in this game. But as always, everybody, it's been real and be well. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.